This small group of buildings located about halfway between Homer and Ogden on Route 49 is the home of Zimmerman's Meats. Technically labeled a slaughterhouse, the operation continues with a tradition of providing the customer with fresh meat that's killed on the premises. Also allows the customer to buy large quantities of meat with quality ratings that are guaranteed to be uniform. Henry Zimmerman is the owner-operator of the shop, and I talked with him about the uniqueness of this particular type of business.
It's been some 8 years since you opened this place. What made you decide to get into this type of business when many other stores of this size were closing?
Well, that is true. Many of them have closed, but at the same time, there is a big demand for quality meat, and this is what we specialize in and have during the 8 or more years we've been in business. Also, this is a complete meat processing plant from slaughter, refrigeration. We can get into wholesale. We do custom butchering. We have a retail market, so we cover all phases of the meat business. And I might also add cured meats such as hams and bacons.
You're about 20 miles from any large city. Do people bother to come out here to purchase their meat out here?
They most certainly do. I would say this, that the people from Champaign, Urbana, or Danville, when they do come out, they come out with the thought in mind of a fairly large purchase. For example, the other Saturday morning, the first 3 customers spent over $190 collectively.
Why do they come out here?
Well, we think because of quality and service.
What about price?
Well, price right now is a very big problem. In many of our cuts, we feel that we're about 10 cents a pound under the prevailing price of many cuts in town.
Could you trace just briefly what steps you go through in the processing of beef?
From the time the animal's still alive, well, of course, the animal is disposed of, is completely dressed back on the kill floor, and it comes into the cooler as you see these halves hanging here. Then this meat is allowed to hang in here. We recommend on sides and also meat that we use in our retail case that it hang for approximately 10 days, sometimes even longer, before it's ready for the customer's selection. The aging process is very important. It adds to the flavor and contributes to tenderness.
Where do you get your stock?
We buy most of our cattle right now. All of these that are in here at the present time came from a cattle buyer who lives north of Pythian.
Do you raise any yourself?
We raise some ourselves, yes. We have none in here at the present time.
And do you have people bring in their stock?
Yes, quite often farmers that want a beef butchered or want hogs butchered and processed, they bring them in, and this is a good part of our business too.
Would you describe this type of business, the smaller type of operation, as a thing of the past?
No, I don't believe so. I think that there are many people who enjoy buying meat on a selective basis, being shown a chuck roast and having the opportunity to say, yes, I like that chuck roast, or no, I like this other one better. I think there are still many people who like the way in which we wrap our meat, and there, of course, are many people that are more interested in quality than they are in price.
What about young butchers? Do they like to come to a small place like this, or do they prefer to go with a larger operation?
Well, they're both. I suppose the young butcher feels that his best future might be with a bigger organization, but as you see, the people that we have around here have had a great deal of experience, collectively well over 100 years of cutting meat, and so there is something to offer here too.